The original TAG Heuer Formula 1 is an intriguing watch. This plastic fantastic quartz creation left a huge impact on the 80s and 90s, but has largely become forgotten by the majority of the watch collecting community. Thanks to TAG Heuer and Kith founder Ronnie Fieg, however, that's all about to change, in a move that's delighted retro watch fans the world over. So, let's get down to business. Let's start with the hero watch of the collection, which is a shared model between TAG Heuer and Kith, and features arguably the most conventional design of them all. It features a steel case, a black bezel with red accents, and an eggshell dial, which evokes period models that have gone tropical. It comes mounted on a Jubilee-style metal bracelet, which features a Kith Heuer branded clasp. This model will be the easiest to acquire, as it's only limited to 1,350 pieces and will be retailed by both Kith and TAG Heuer. The other 9 models are exclusive to either TAG or Kith. The 2 exclusive TAG models are this dark blue model and this dark green model, both of which feature black PVD steel cases and black dials rimmed by pops of colour. These are both limited to 825 pieces and are exclusively available at TAG Heuer boutiques or through TAG Heuer's online store. The remaining 7 models are exclusive to Kith, and each pay homage to a city where Kith has a store. The first is the New York, Kith and Ronnie Fieg's hometown, which features a fully black look with a black Arnite case and bezel paired with a black dial and black rubber strap. Kith's motto, "Just Us," can be found at 6 o'clock on the dial. The bezel's timing indicators are denoted in multicoloured pastels, which is a nice touch. Next up is the Tokyo, which is my personal favourite, as well as the same colour as the first Formula 1 watch that Ronnie Fieg bought back in the day. It features a red Arnite case, red strap, black bezel and white dial, evoking the Japanese flag. But the reason I like it so much is because it resembles the watches that McLaren F1 mechanics used to wear back in the day. I'm a McLaren supporter and a big F1 fan, and I'm sure this colourway will really resonate with all my fellow rev heads. The Toronto model is hard to miss with its yellow strap and dial, which are paired with a black Arnite case and bezel. Part of the OG Formula 1's appeal was how bright all of its different colourways were. This model certainly demonstrates that. As of recording, we're just about to head into the Formula 1 Miami Grand Prix race weekend, so this Miami model couldn't have come at a better time. It combines a beige Arnite case, strap and bezel with grey markings and a grey dial. It's very vibey. The Hawaii model is visually the most distinct out of all of the Formula 1 Kith watches, with its eclectic combination of a yellow Arnite case, green bezel, blue dial and red strap. This model also references a special version of the Formula 1 from the 80s, made in partnership with Japanese F1 driver Ukyo Katayama, which ranks as the rarest Formula 1 model of all. We actually spotted one of these on the wrist of Nicholas Biebeck, TAG Heuer's heritage director, at Watches and Wonders in Geneva, which should have been a bit of a hint that they were coming back. Rounding off the Kith models are 2 steel versions: the Paris, which has an eggshell dial and green bezel, and the Los Angeles, which has a white dial and blue bezel. These steel models come on steel bracelets and feature the words Kith and Kin engraved on their cases at 12 o'clock. They're both limited to 350 pieces, while the other Kith models are limited to only 250 pieces. Finally, it's also worth mentioning that Kith and TAG Heuer are also offering a box set containing all 10 watches. There are only 75 of these box sets available, with the watches within also denoting that they're limited editions of 75, rather than 250 or 350 or so on. Now, let's talk pricing. All of the TAG Heuer Formula 1 Kith models retail for the same price, which is $1,500 US. The box set, however, retails for $18,000 US, which you'll notice is a bit more than the price of buying them all individually. It's also worth pointing out that at launch, the TAG Heuer Formula 1 retailed for just $136 US and 50 cents. Adjusted for inflation, that's $390 US in 2024, or just a little over 4 times less than the retail price of these new collaborative models. But it will undoubtedly prove the value of the nostalgia factor, and it's strong with this one. But what do you think? Are you stoked to see the OG Formula 1 come back? What do you think of TAG's decision to pair up with Kith for this revival? I'm curious to hear your thoughts, so get involved in the comments. Now, if we're talking money, something that's totally free is subscribing to the Time+Tide YouTube channel. So if you haven't already, you should consider doing so. We've also just launched a new behind-the-scenes channel called Time+Tide Tribe, which features more candid watch content than you're probably used to seeing elsewhere. You should subscribe to that one too. And until next time, don't be a stranger.